Hello.
Hello.
And welcome.
Thank you.
It's lovely to see you both here today.
Oh, yes.
A growing bump, a special time in your life. We're going to do a lovely yoga session today, which will be quite relaxing and grounding. I know when you're pregnant, you have days where you have lots of energy and other days where you feel really quite tired. So I'll be reminding you to tune into your energy and not to do too much today, because there's two of you. So really listen to your body and rest whenever you need to rest.
Okay, thanks.
We won't be doing any yoga with you lying on your back now, because you're quite a long way through your pregnancy, so it's not advisable to lie on your back. And I'll be encouraging you to feel really safe and secure when we're in standing poses by taking a slightly wider stance, so that you've got that real feeling of stability and security as you're moving, because your centre of gravity, of course, has changed and continues to change every week, every month. So take the time you need as we go through for yourself to relax and breathe, and ask questions as we go along if you've got any questions. There's lots of props. You've got blankets, bolster, knee pads if you need them. There's a cushion there, blocks and things. So we'll be using those as we go through as well to support your movement. So let's start with a nice breathing practice, sitting comfortably. Again, use whatever props you need to be comfortable when you're sitting. I'm just sitting on a little cushion. So if you start to feel uncomfortable in your seat, feel free to raise your hips to make it easier to sit. So when you're ready, just gently softening the gaze or closing the eyes, coming into a position of comfort and grounding today, and just taking 3 lovely deep breaths to start our practice. All the way in and all the way out. Filling your lungs with lovely fresh air and allowing your body to start to relax as you sit onto the ground. We're going to start with some gentle breathing, and you can breathe in your own count. We're going to breathe in for 4 and out for 4. I'll start you off and then you can take it at your own count, always looking to lengthen the breath. So maybe in for 4, out for 5, in for 4, out for 6, whatever feels right for you. So we'll just be starting with my count and then you can take your own. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and breathing out, 2, 3, 4. Keep that going at your own count. Looking to extend the out breath to maybe 5 or 6 or more. And just what feels right for you today. Never gasping for breath or feeling the need to urgently breathe in, but allowing that out breath to be slow and relaxed. enjoying the feeling of the body relaxing as we take our breathing practice. If you want to, you can bring in your Ujjayi ocean breath as you breathe out, just gently constricting the back of the throat. But only if you want to. Enjoying the feeling of the breath flowing in and out of the body. Noticing the length of the spine, maybe feeling a slight lengthening as you breathe in, and then trying to maintain that as you breathe out. And keeping the eyes closed or your gaze soft, whichever works for you. As we breathe in now, raising the arms up towards the ceiling, and then as we exhale, allow them to come back down to the mat. Breathing in, the arms come up to the side. And breathing out, slowly allow them to come back down to the ground. Keep this going at the pace of your own breath. Keeping that nice, long exhale going. If you want to, you can change that by bringing the arms up in front of the face as you inhale, and then down as you exhale. Just allowing your own choice, your own discernment now to decide what you want to do with your arms. Do you want to raise them all the way or just halfway? Do you want to keep them going at the front or coming up to the side? Or alternating the two? Whatever feels good for your arms and your body. You may want to bring in some circles of the arms. Gently at first, allowing that movement of the arms, circling, opening those shoulders and armpits. Keeping that breathing nice and long. And just settling your hands back onto your knees and just allowing the breath to relax and settle for a while. Gently blinking the eyes open. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling, right hand comes down. Remembering not to push too strongly into your joints and muscles at this stage of pregnancy. Let's do that one more time. Feeling a nice stretch and movement, but not pushing too hard. And now a gentle twist. Left hand on right knee. Breathing in to lengthen the spine. And breathing out to enjoy that sensation of twisting. Head comes forwards, raising those arms and twisting to the other side. And these gentle movements with the spine are great when you're pregnant. Head comes forwards first, raising up and taking a very gentle stretch forwards. Just allowing the hips to open a little bit. Allowing the pelvis and the lower spine to just move just a little bit. Walking your hands back forwards, coming into a tabletop, moving any props, and starting with cat-cow. So make sure that your hips are comfortable over your knees, and breathing in, look forwards, and breathing out, look backwards, noticing how your spine feels as you breathe in and out. The weight of the baby changing the dynamic of how the spine feels to you. But the spine still needs great care and attention to make sure that it's not being strained by the weight of the baby. Taking your left hand outside the mat, your right hand on top of it, and just creating a little bit of space in that right hand side of the body. Not pushing too far, just allowing the body to move and gain a little bit of stretch. And then the same on the other side, right hand, left hand on top. And just creating a little bit of space down the side of your body. You may feel it in your arm, your armpit, your rib cage. Just allowing that movement. And then bringing the hands back under the shoulders. Allow your hands to walk forwards into a puppy stretch. Not needing to go too deep. Just go with how your body feels. Lengthening the spine, enjoying the feel of that spine lengthening as you push your arms forwards, caring greatly for your spine at this time. And then walking your hands back up underneath your shoulders. Taking your knees wide as the mat. Toes come together and push back into your child's pose. So finding a child's pose that feels right for you. Making sure there's plenty of room for baby to sit in the center of your knees. And then coming back onto your hands and knees and pushing back onto your feet. And then allowing, if you need blocks as well to help you at any time under your hands, they're useful. Coming up to the front of the mat, we're going to do a gentle warrior flow. So raising our arms, stepping back with our right leg, and just allowing your body to settle in this position. Opening out to your warrior two, looking over your front fingers. Flipping that front hand and coming into a reverse warrior. And then coming forwards into your extended side angle. Straightening off that front leg. Arms come out to the side. And as you push forwards, you can rotate into your triangle. No need to go too low. Just enjoy that feeling. Pushing that top hand up towards the ceiling. Feeling the strength in both legs. You're balancing well, but if you wanted to take a wider stance, your back right leg could go towards the side of the mat. So you've effectively got a wider stance by moving your legs out to the side of the mat, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Super. Okay, coming back into your warrior two. Arms come behind. Open out the shoulders and take a dive forwards into your humble warrior. Arms can come high and then coming back up again. This time, hands on baby and coming into a baby turn. Cradling the baby, enjoying the feel of baby doing yoga with you. And then coming back up to your warrior two. Coming round to your high lunge position. If you're feeling strong and able today, you can dive forwards into your warrior three. Raising that back leg, finding your balance, and then bringing that right leg to the top of the mat and taking a moment in your Tadasana mountain pose to just engage your feet, your legs, your pelvis, your whole body and arms into that strong, grounded position. Don't feel the need to put your feet together if you feel a stronger connection to the floor and a greater balance. And just take a few breaths. Taking a slight bend in the knees. Bring the arms out in front. And let's do a very small spinal twist. Focusing and bringing your hand back. Focusing on your breath as it flows in and out. Let's do that one more time on either side. Hands come high, hips go to the right, arms go to the left. Don't push too hard, just a nice gentle stretch. Breathing into the center and breathing out to go to the other side. In our Bananasana. And breathing in to come high. Bring your hands to heart center and down by your side. Okay, and the other side. So standing at the top of your mat again, no need for your feet to be close. Taking that wide stance can just give you the confidence that you can really move your body in a really strong way. So stepping back with your left foot into your warrior one. Opening out into your warrior two. Flipping your front hand, reversing your warrior. And then elbow on front knee for extended side angle. Taking the poses as deep as you feel you want to go today, going with your own energy levels. Coming back up, arms come wide, straighten that front knee, push into that front hand and revolve into your triangle. So enjoying that feeling of opening across the chest. And then coming back up, bending into that front knee, arms come behind, diving into a humble warrior, leaving plenty of space for baby to come to. And then coming back up, holding baby, and coming for a nice little side warrior with baby. Coming to stand up tall, back into your warrior one position, ready to dive back into your warrior three, making time to find your balance. Feeling the strength in your legs, and then allowing that foot to come down next to the other one. And again, taking a moment to just breathe. Checking in on your neck and how it's feeling today. So just taking your right ear to your right shoulder and gaze upwards slightly. Left ear to left shoulder and gaze down. Let's repeat that with the breath. Breathing in to go to the right and the back, and breathing out to come to the left and forwards. One more time on this side. And then changing directions. Left ear, left shoulder as we breathe in and to the back. And then breathe out as we come to the right and forwards. Gentle with the neck. Allowing any tension to be released. And then allowing your head to be neutral, just look towards the right shoulder. Take your right hand onto your left shoulder. Allow the neck to move in that direction, taking a nice stretch. And then let's take that to the other side, gently and slowly. Super. Looking forwards. We're going to come back down onto our hands and knees. So however that feels good for you, just drop down onto your hands and knees. So we're going to really concentrate on our hips for a while. It's a place where you can get a lot of tension from your lower back and hips when you're pregnant. So just starting off with the right knee and taking some nice hip circles. So the leg comes out to the right, then to the back, and then forwards to the elbow. So just some nice hip circles. And then changing directions. Don't forget to use any props you want at any one time. If you want knee pads or cushions or blankets under your knees or hands. Okay, and then allow that leg, the right leg, to go long and strong, pushing into your right toes. And then bringing your leg to the side, allowing whatever position feels comfortable for you today. So you can stay up on your knees, you can push slightly back. We're getting a nice release on the inside of the leg and opening up that hip joint. And you can move little bits to find your point of tension that you want to work on today. Bringing that leg back in and then stepping that right foot forwards. Again, when you step forwards, make room for baby. So you might want quite a wide stance here. Your foot might be out quite wide on the mat. And then just bring your arms in front. So bring as much length as you want. I wouldn't recommend going too deep into any stretches, but you'll want to feel a little stretch in your hip flexor and a little bit of strength work in your front leg. So just opening out, finding your twist and coming back, and the same to the other side. Keeping with the breath, breathing in and breathing out. One more time. Breathing in and breathing out. Enjoying the feeling of your foot grounded nice and strong. Raise your right arm up to the ground, up to the ceiling even, with your left hand grounded. And then again, let's switch that to the other side, to a reverse twist. And then bring that down again. All adaptations are good, of course. Pushing back into your half split, allowing a stretch on the back of that leg. Staying as high as you need to leave room for baby. Or maybe even turning slightly to one side, you decide. And then bringing that leg back to underneath your hips and repeating that on the other side. So left foot steps forwards. Finding a position that's right, that's wide enough for you, and that's deep enough, not too deep, stretching into the pelvis. Perfect. Good use of blocks too. So hands come forwards, opening out to the side, and back in, opening out to the other side. One more time, breathing in, and breathing in. This time with a twist, left hand comes down, right hand goes up to the ceiling. And then the same on the other side, right hand comes down, left hand comes up to the ceiling. And then both hands come down, framing the foot for a half split. Finding the right position for you, a good use of blocks there to find the right height. Just finding a gentle stretch in the hamstrings. And then this time, as we're going to come forwards onto that foot, we're going to tuck the back leg and come up into a high lunge and twist round to the side for a wide-legged fold. So where you are now, allow your hands to walk out in front of you, really focusing on lengthening the spine, as well as having a stretch into the inner thighs. Really caring for your spine today. And then walking your hands back to underneath your shoulders. Heel toe your feet in a little bit. And then rise up into your goddess. Breathing in to rise. And breathing out to squat. One more time. Breathing in to rise. Breathing out to squat. Hands come onto the knees. So now we're going to take the right shoulder to the left knee. Just gently, but creating more of a twist than a compression because, of course, baby's in there. And then to the other side. Find a movement that works well for you in this position. One more time on each side. Just opening up the backs of the shoulders, really feeling that lovely stretch. And then coming back up to a squat position, back to your goddess. Raising up tall and lowering down. Rising up and lowering down, feeling strong in this position. And then standing tall. And bring those feet together. So we're going to come down lying on our side. So you may need a blanket as you come down. You may also want a cushion under your head, if that feels good for you. As we lie on our side, the cushion's going to go under baby so that you can rest baby on the cushion. And then bring your hands out in front of your body. Find a nice comfortable position for your legs. And then your top hand does a 360-degree circle up to the top of the mat. And then all the way down behind you, keeping close to the floor. And then brushing your hips and coming back to the front. So breathing in to circle up and around, and breathing out to bring that across the hips and back to your other hand. And one more time. Creating an opening, a movement in that shoulder and the surrounding shoulder blade and spine. Reverse that movement, so allow that hand to go down across your hip. And then come up to the top and around and back. One more time in that direction. And just staying here with the hands in front of you for a moment to just breathe. Take a couple of breaths. If you want to, you can allow that upper leg to take some strengthening movement and raise it nice and tall, allowing your hip to do the work, allowing your glutes to put a nice bit of effort into that raising position. And then lower that back down again. And we're just going to roll over onto the other side and do that all over again. Making sure baby's comfortable. So hands out in front, finding your comfortable position. And your top arm, as you breathe in, goes up to the top of the mat, all the way around, across your hip as you breathe out, and back to your other hand. Breathing in, and breathing out. Enjoying that lovely stretch across your chest and into your shoulders. And then reversing that direction. Bringing hands together and just taking a couple of breaths here, lying on the side. And if you want to, you can lift your top leg, just working that glute, allowing it to work hard for you today. And then lowering it when you're ready. Beautiful. So coming up into a seated position. Do a last couple of movements today. So coming into either a deer pose or a pigeon if a pigeon's comfortable for you. But I would suggest a deer pose, so you've got right angles in your legs. And then rather than us doing a deep stretch in this position, we're going to rise up onto our front shin. And then take a stretch out to the side. And then lower back down. And doing that one more time. Rising up. And lowering back down. And then just allowing this leg to go long, rising up. And coming forwards to where tummy allows you to come forwards. Taking hold of your foot if you can. And then if you want to, creating a side stretch by taking your arm up and over, not stretching too hard or too far. And then switching legs. Once you've got your deer legs, we're just coming up onto that front shin. And coming back down again. Adapting as you want to, using blocks. And then straightening that leg. And allowing yourself a fold. Respectful of baby's tummy, baby in your tummy, and where it's allowing you to move today. And then raising the back arm and allowing a slight side stretch. Perfect. Lovely. So we're just going to set up for our relaxation position. So one block is flat, the other block is on its lower side. And you can bring your bolster on top of the blocks, just so. Creating a nice position there. You can take your blanket to cover you for warmth. If this is slightly too much for you, you can pop your pillow on the top side of the bolster, or just to make it easier for your neck. And then we're going to sit back against the bolster and with the blanket in hand for warmth. Just allow ourselves to lie back on the bolster. If this is too much, bring something under your head. Just to allow a nice, comfortable, restorative position. You can open your legs into a diamond shape, or you can have them flat and long on the mat. Or your arms can come out to the side. You may find it a few moments for you to settle in as your shoulders and chest open. Always feeling you're able to adjust at any point to feel more comfortable. You can put any of these props in any position that makes you feel comfortable. And then just settling in to take a few nice deep breaths all the way in and all the way out. Allowing yourself to relax fully, to allow the bolster to take your weight. To allow your hips to either gently open in your diamond or legs long. Feeling relaxed, not feeling any tension in the body in anywhere, any place, any part of the body. Allowing your body to completely relax. And just noticing your chest rise and fall. Noticing how your spine feels all the way from your neck all the way down the back of your body to your pelvis. Noticing any sensations you might feel. Just checking in with your face, making sure there's no tension in your forehead, no tension in your jaw. Just allow it to completely relax. As you breathe in, allow the breath to be slow and shallow. Allow it to relax. Allowing your shoulders to relax and open over the bolster. And as you gently breathe in this position, just notice your mind still too. Finding a sense of peace and calm in your mind. Allowing thoughts and sensations to just drift on through. Just observing. And then allowing them to pass. Coming back to your breath. Coming back to a peaceful, calm mind. Giving your body this time to relax. All the hard work that's going on in your abdomen. All the demands of the baby growing. Just give yourself and your body this time to relax. Take a few moments of peace and calm. Always feeling free to adjust if you need to find 100% comfort in your body. You may like to visualize the breath coming in cool into one nostril, going down the spine all the way to nourish baby, And then all the way up the other side of the spine as you breathe out, warm air through your other nostril. So that circulation of fresh, cool, energetic breath going down to baby and then back up and out the nostril. Every breath is nourishing baby as well as yourself. Enjoying the last few moments of peace and stillness. I invite you once again, if you want to gently come forwards off the bolster. And if you want to, you can roll the bolster away and come to lie onto your side in a fetal position with your head on your hands or on a block. And just taking a moment to enjoy this beautiful, restful position. Mind and body relaxed and calm. And when you're ready, there's no rush. Just come up into a seated position. Just feeling a sense of ease and calm as you sit after your relaxation. And bringing your hands to heart center. And just rub your hands, creating a little bit of warmth. And then give baby a beautiful hug. Sending your love down from your heart to your baby. A sense of beautiful love, compassion, and joy. And bringing your hands back to heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today. It's been beautiful having you all in the room today. Namaste. Om Shanti.